Hey, Jason Baker here with Rise Real Estate, and it is Tuesday afternoon, 3 p.m. Just went and got all my gray hairs cut. And I was reading I got an email this morning. It was just some fascinating stuff, more on mindset and more on how to know, or the conversation around price reduction. So I'm just going to get into this, okay? So you don't have to sit here forever and watch us. One of the coaches of the coaching company that I'm with encouraged changing up our presentation a little bit on the listing appointment. He said, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, number one, if you're underpriced, that's going to equal lots of showings, and you're going to get multiple offers still in this changing market, usually above asking price. So you're going to create a real competitive situation if you price it just under the market bid. Okay. Now, so if it's underpriced, that's what's going to happen. Number two, you're going to know you nailed the price when you have offers in 10 to 30 days, offers with an S, okay, with offers at or near or just over asking price. Mr. and Mrs. Seller, how we're going to know that we slightly missed the mark is there's some showings, but there's no offers. And that's going to mean, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, that we're 5% overpriced. Number four, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, how we're going to know you drastically missed the market is you're going to have no showings or one or two showings and then crickets, right? No offers, you're likely 10% overpriced. Now, when I'm talking price reductions, I'm always talking in percentages. A $5,000 or $10,000 price reduction isn't even close to enough in most cases, okay? Now, the second, so that was what we have on price. So underpricing, nailing the price, slightly missing the mark, and drastically missing the mark, okay? Hey, my computer shut off right there. So, and then one more point I wanted to go over before I let you go, because I know you're already asleep, is one of the greatest agents in the country. His name's Lee Marcus, and he's out of Chicago. Just a stud. I don't know. I think his GCI is 6-7 million a year, or something crazy like that. If he's adopting, I'd definitely be adopted. Here's what he said. He's super disciplined, a high D personality style. He said, keep track of and write down everything that gets in the way of your schedule, and let that become the job description for your next hire. That's brilliant. So in other words, whatever your other people are coming to you for that has nothing to do with like getting a listing or finding another buyer, delegate that. One thing I love is that, people call me all the time and they say, Jason, you must be so busy, No, I'm not that busy. And the reason is I have 4 admin that are so good at what they do and that I'm so blessed to have. And they handle all of the busy work of life and of the files and setting up listings and doing associated docs, and all of the people on my team get to use all of that leverage so that they can spend all of their time trying to find new business and help new clients build wealth in real estate. I can't stress enough, for those of you trying to build teams or at least have more time at home with your family, the very first hire you should have, and if you ever want a lesson on how to build a powerful team, I will teach you everything I know, and some stuff you shouldn't do, because I know all about that too, is the leverage. You got to get yourself an admin, okay, so that you don't have to be doing any of that busy work, because it just gets in the way of your you doing your real job, which is to hunt for business. And then the second thing, and make your clients happy. If you're out selling and showing property and your client's calling and they're not getting you, they're not happy. So the hardest thing to do is get your paws off the file, but the best thing you could do is get your paws off the file and go find another one. And so that leverage is so important in building a big business in real estate is leverage. But one of the first hires I made was an admin and then also a buyer's agent. So because I'm heavy listing, I think if you look in the MLS, I'm doing less and less deals every year because I'm sharing more and more of those with my team. My goal is to not be in production anymore and just be a full-time coach. But the fact of the matter is that, I don't know, every year I'm probably doing 10 less because the team's getting those and they're doing that, and I'm happy for them and they're building a great life for themselves. But the fact is that the next thing, you got to have an admin, you got to have a showing assistant to go out there and show a buyer's agent, depending on how you what the hierarchy is on your team that you're building. if you are, but at least someone to show those properties for you. Because showing property is one of the most time-consuming things we as real estate agents do. So trying to figure out a way to get that off your plate as well, so you can focus on listings, or finding another buyer, right? So you could be finding another buyer, you could be doing all the negotiations while someone's driving you around, right? So find a way to up your hourly rate by reducing the amount of busy work that you do, and I think that you're going to be able to succeed through this shift. So hopefully you like that on pricing, and then hopefully if you have any questions on team building, please let me know. Like I said, I have the top 10 things don't do. I've made every single possible mistake known to man when it comes to building a team, and still do by the daily. So anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day, and if you have any questions, just let me know. Over and out.